Alone, we can do so little. Together, we can do so much. 15 teams across multiple different universes, pairs and trios united in battle. Groups both likely and unlikely able to coexist band together to accomplish a feat too daunting to accomplish alone, setting out on one final battle to prove their worth, to prove the strength of their bonds, to prove that they have what it takes to hold on to claim the Danganronpa Hunger Games Tag Team Championships. The Headmasters. Where's my glove? Peaceful protest. To be me. Taking out the trash. Headphone vibing. The Kirigiri Protection Agency. Kiss from a Rose. Friendly Fisticuffs. Catowner's Paradise. Robotics Club. Pawn Shop. Bob Squad. One half of the Tag Team Retribution Rumble winners, Shatter Machine. And the second half of the Tag Team Retribution Rumble winners, the Womanagers. Alone, they could do so little. But together, they could accomplish so much. And it's all come down to this moment. For the final Thursday in the year of the Ascent. Good day, good people. It is another fine day. The final, as I just said, fine Thursday in the year of the Ascent. Tomorrow will be the final day in the year of the Ascent. Toonlink, Dave, Anomaly, the Anomalakars, few know me as the man who loves the Mets, baby. However, to most in the United States Aviator, welcome back to the end of Tag Team Action in Season 9. The end of Tag Team Action in single digits. The end of Tag Team Action in 2021. It's the end of Tag Team Action in the Danganronpa Hunger Games. Are you ready? We already heard who's here. We already heard the lot of who's here. But I'll introduce them all for you one more time real quick. It is the Headmasters with Jin and Tengen. They started off as the champs this season. Can they get those titles back? Where's My Glove? One of those popular teams that were featured in preseason. Immediately the first time that they paired up in actual seasonal play, they come out with a big win. Kurumi and Mai. Peaceful protest, Kyoko and Chiaki. Looking for a win last season, they couldn't find it, but this season they sure did capitalize. To be me. Chihiro, Naoto, the lone fan vote. But as you guys have seen already, a fan vote can go a long way. A fan vote can win a championship. To be me, will they be champs? And speaking of the champs, taking out the trash. Once again, another team. For the first time this season pairing up. Minamoto in his first ever season. Now is the champion's shot. The championships because of his two Zeptogram teammates, Hifumi, and the man who won them the title, but is sitting on the sidelines today. Yosuke. Can they carry the titles out of here for Yosuke? Headphone vibing. Masaru has been the team captain for Headphone vibing for so long, but they haven't struck gold. They haven't really hit the iron while it's hot. He found another partner. Purple Headphones this time. Neku. All about teamwork. All about his partner. And they came out on top. The Kirigiri Protection Agency, the KPA as we like to call them, Kizukura and Yui. They saw the Kyoko maid and they were like, if Kyoko's gonna be there, we gotta protect her. And so they didn't just get here, they got here together. They were one of those ties this season. One of those endings that ended with more than one person. KPA. Kiss from a Rose. My tag team ride or dies. Kaede and Lawrence for on the sideline. Miss Noel. You love this team. Baby, I compare them to a kiss from a rose on the gray. Friendly Fisticuffs, the greatest Gozu, and Kurumada. Kurumada. First season here, in fact this is the first season we featured the dolls from Your Turn to Die and Kurumada and Mai both ending up here. Who would have thunk? The great Gozu has held the title before as a part of Mask On. Can he hold it for a second time, this time as a part of the Friendly Fisticuffs? Catowner's Paradise, Celeste and Jin for Marco. Marco who proved himself in holiday action, carrying on for Celeste. It's not technically a holiday unless you call today New Year's Eve's Eve. But can Jin carry on for Celeste, or can she do it all on her own? The Robotics Club. They had a saddening time last season, getting second place after second place after second place, but this time around, they came out on top. They earned themselves a spot, and trying to prove themselves for Kazuichi, we have Miss Monica, and we have Kibo. Punch Out, Mitarai, and Mukuro for the winner, and the brutal killer this season, Yasuke. Mitarai, could this be his first win? Could this be his first title? Mukuro, my ride or die. She has not had a good season, but can she turn that all around today? Winning a championship for the team? I don't know. Put in via the secret episode, Mahiru and Leone. With Chie on the side, the Bob Squad. Could they come out on top? I haven't the slightest idea. The Shatter Machine. Leon and Ningguang. Leon, Ningguang for the one who tied the Retribution Rumble. This is how they got in. Jotaro decided, hey, I may have gotten my win, but it feels like I still got a second place. I can't do that again in tag team action. You guys are the best bet for me to win. Can they do it? Leon has had a history of carrying his team before to championship matches. Can today be the day that he wins one for his team? And lastly, we said that Jotaro tied. And he tied with Boss. In the Retribution Rumble for tag team action, Kanon and Yukiko carry on for Boss in this matchup, trying to prove themselves that they too are managers. That makes them bosses as well. Could they prove that this is really the team that should have been called Boss Time? And thus, everyone is introduced. You know how they got here, and you know for certain that one team, or two, we've seen co-tag team champions before, could come out on top, or none, potentially. All of those, and that's a future us problem. For right now, pick yourselves first, second, and third. Which teams do you think are coming out on top? I'm gonna pick mine as well. For first, I can't not pick my tag team ride or dies. They came through for me. I gotta pick Kiss from a Rose, Kaede, and Lawrence. For second, Headphone vibin'. I think that they like are quietly a really good team together. So I got them for second. And then for third, I gotta pick the Robotics Club. I got them. I think they were one of my favorite teams last season. I still love the combination this season. Kibo feels like he's a little bit in danger at all times, but you know what? If they can vibe out and they can win those titles, that's all water under the bridge. Those are my picks. Hopefully you've made yours. And it's a premiere, so What's good, live chat? It's New Year's Eve live chat. How are you feeling? How are you feeling the day before 2022? Good? Great? You better. If you're not feeling great, I mean, like, hopefully this makes you feel better. That's all I gotta say on that. However, ladies and gentlemen, I believe it's time to get the show on the road. And to do that, I actually already know. I'm not even gonna, there's the part where I'm usually like, and then I'm like, oh, what's in here? I already know that Asnir's not here. And that's because I know exactly where Asnir is. You see, Asnir may be quick, elusive, but there ain't nothing quicker than a quick ball. Oh yes, I finally captured Asnir. He is right here. He is in here. Hey Asnir, are you doing in there? He's a fool. He's a foolish fool to think that he could escape the quick ball. Alright. Let's get Asnir out of here. Asnir, I choose you! Oh wait, no. I should have seen that coming. That is indeed my bad. Sorry? I guess? Fine, that's, hey everyone, it's Asnir. Me and, you're gonna concuss me one of these days. He's gonna concuss me one of these days. It's tag team action. It's a tag team finale. Hopefully it won't be as quick as a quick ball, much like the OC finale. Let's roll this thing. One good time and we will see. Ooh, it is a full set. Ladies and gentlemen, I do believe you know what that means. We were simulating not just one time, not 2 times, or 3, or 4, or 5 times, but for tag team action and the tag team championships, we resimulate 6 times. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? I know you're ready. I know you're ready. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go ahead. Let's proceed, and we will see. It all begins. Oh, well, look at the two who are doing things at the start. The bloodbath. The tributes stand on their podiums, and ladies and gentlemen, I do believe, it's time to, what is it? Yes, sound the horns. You love to see that. Leon ignores the opening assembly and plays video games with Kanon instead. They're catching up. She's like, I'm so glad you're alive. Mahi runs away from the cornucopia. Lawrence runs away as well. Kyoko grabs a shield leaning on the cornucopia. Ningguang ignores the opening assembly and plays video games with Kaie Day instead. Celeste finds a little elf hat and wears it in the cornucopia. She finds it and she decides to wear it. Isn't that just delightful? Isn't that just cute? Kurumi runs away from the cornucopia. That's probably smart. Monica just broke out of Santa's toy factory. Why were you in there? What did you do to those toys? I don't trust you around machinery, Monica. Backed by popular demand, Jin! Naku finds a samurai outfit, enhancing their senses. Unsheathing their sword, they slice Naoto in 2 before walking away from the bloodbath. And just like that, one half of your fan votes is out immediately. Poor Naoto, but Chihiro's still around. Kibo snatches a pair of sais. Kizakura finds some AV-shaped popsicles in the cornucopia. A sudden urge of dread overcomes Jin as they see Mitarai staring at him. Are you afraid of Mitarai? You afraid of Mitarai? You shouldn't be. He's never won. Never, not once. The great Gozu and Leone agree to kill each other last. Yukiko runs away from the cornucopia. Mai grabs a sword. Minimoto and Chiaki engage in a friendly knife fight. Yui runs away from the cornucopia. Hifumi runs away as well. And Tengen grabs 2 swords, spins rapidly on the spot, cleaving Chihiro, meaning the first entire team out is your fan vote team, unfortunately, Masaru and Kurumada. And just like that, Outski. Is to be me. All the other teams have at least one person in. However, it's going to be... you know what I wanted to say? This isn't nearly as bloody as the bloodbath from the OC finale. But we still have day one to get through. We can still see some terrible things happening, like Jin tries to become a beekeeper, but the bees, they aren't happy. Jin's not looking so good. He's not looking so good, and neither is his tag team partner because something terrible happens. Kibo steals a tray of Kyoko's freshly baked cookies. Kibo, you can't even eat them. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people in a couple of different events. Minamimoto, Kurumi, and Tengen hold an intervention for Avi's pancake addiction. It's been said a couple of times during the Give-A-Day season, but these hands are rated E for everyone, and you're promptly executed for trying to take away my pancakes. How dare you? Yui sings, "Let it go, let it go," believing it to be a Christmas carol. It's not. Hifumi spots a herd of deer. That's a lot of people. A lot of people. Goodness gracious. Monica spends the whole day walking around in shoes made of Legos. Walking? Monica? Who knew? She is truly transcended beyond humanity. Mai sees Leon holding a meeting with Kanan. You two are really interacting a lot, to be completely honest. The Great Gozu and Kaede. Leon, Lawrence, Leonie, Lawrence, Mitarai, Mukuro, and Celeste track down and kill Celeste's tag team partner. Celeste! The other ones make sense. I was like, okay, you know, we got some Fire Emblem teaming up. We got the actual team of two teaming up. And then Celeste is just like, oh, you know, chaos. Why don't we do some of that? Neku, Mahiru, and Kizakura do the torture dance whilst torturing Yukiko. Ningguang receives a gift from her secret admirer. It's a box of chocolates. You're welcome. Chiaki hangs mistletoe in the arena. It's no longer December. I mean, it is still December, but look, look, Chiaki, you gotta go. It's no longer Christmas. I draw the line on December 25th, Chiaki. We'll proceed. We did end up losing 10 though. And with that, it's a Claire. No, not even a Claire de Lune. It's finale action, so it's the saddest of all moments for Naoto, Chihiro, Masaru, Kuramada, Jin, Minamimoto, Kurumi, Tengen, Jin, Chiaki. 10 gone, a couple whole teams gone. Let's see everybody's statuses. The first 3 competitors, Jin, Tengen, and Kurumi, all out Headmasters, no longer have a chance at that title again. We still have Mai from Where's My Glove. Peaceful Protest still sees Kyoko. To be me. Out immediately. Taking out the trash stars Hifumi for the chance to retain. Headphone Vibin stars Neku. He's strong, he's powerful. The KPA and Kiss from a Rose completely in. The friendly Fisticuffs still have the Great Gozu. Catowner's Paradise only has Celeste, and the one kill that she has is on her partner, Celeste. Do you have a plan or something? Robotics Club completely in, and so is the Pawn Shop. And the entirety of the last row, the Bob Squad, Shatter Machine, and the Womanagers. We still got a ways to go, to be completely honest. We'll control left alive, because it's 20 left. I was going to say we lost 10. I think there's 30. Are you ready? Are you SETI? Have you enjoyed spaghetti lately? Because spaghetti's delicious. Every day I'm like, I could really go for some spaghetti. Or pancakes. Let's go. I could also go for a championship match coming to a decisive conclusion. But we don't always get that. So let's go ahead, let's proceed, and we will see. Night 1, Ningguang is gentle with Yukiko. Ningguang, we gotta talk. We gotta talk. Lawrence disowns Mahiru for being a disgrace to the family. Every day, Canon imagines a future where she could be with Celeste. In a team-building exercise, Mitarai and Neku tell each other what they hate about one another. Y'all know one another? Who knew? Kyoko goes to the Love Hotel with the Great Gozu. Hifumi throws what they think of as a Molotov at Kibo. Turns out the Molotov's just a rag, it's not even on fire. Leon gets distracted. Mukuro and Yui take some pictures of the Aurora Borealis before going to bed for the night. Mai stands outside of Kaede's camp with a candy pail. Kaede gives Mai a king-size candy bar. Y'all know it's not Halloween. that's the event that's supposed to be like, Mai still thinks it's Halloween. Kaede, you're just a good sport. And for that, Kaede, a lot of respect. Leonie tries to eat a turducken, but it's too much for her and she dies from horrible stomach pains. And Kizakura uses a samurai sword, unsheaths it, and unsheaths Monaco from her skin, apparently. Using the sword, we will proceed, and we will see day 2. This is interesting. At this point, I think I actually have to start a new list. I haven't actually recorded the World Pancake Championship match, so this is interesting. I don't know who the champion is right now, so I'm gonna like start the list a little bit further down. Kaede, Mahiru, and the Great Gozu hold an intervention for my pancake addiction, but they are entirely confused on what an intervention is, so they just buy a bunch of pancakes for me, further enabling my addiction, which I don't have. But you know what I do have? Entrance to the World Pancake Championship match, and I'll give one to Miss Kaede, Miss Mahiru, and the greatest Gozu of them all. Oh yeah, they deserve it. They earned it. As Kyoko and Kanon talk about their lives, Kizakura and Mitarai exchange presents. Mai stabs Yukiko with an icicle. That's cold, girl. Neku kills Leon, then revives him as an undead minion. Mukuro sings Let It Go as well, believing it to be a Christmas carol. It's not. Kibo traps himself and bleeds out. Kibo, my guy. Ningguang collects fruit from a tree, and Hifumi finds a fedora and puts it on. Lauren suddenly yells out, Hifumi the platypus. Celeste and Yui enter a rebuttal showdown. We lost. Just 4, actually. That brings us down to 16. And thus, we're not even halfway through as we hit a Claire. Daylune, 4. Leone, Monica, Yukiko, Kibo. And that is the entirety of the Robotics Club. We also have to remember your top 12, no, I'm sorry, your top 6 teams go on to the tag team premiere of the 10th season of the Danganronpa Hunger Games. See everybody's statuses. We are down to Mai and Kyoko, Hifumi to retain the titles, Neku for Headphone vibing, all of KPA, all of Kiss from a Rose, the Great Gozu from Friendly Fisticuffs, Catowner's Paradise has Celeste, Pawn Shop completely in, Bob Squad, Mahiru, Shatter Machine completely in, and the Womanagers now with Kanon, and Kanon alone. Who will it be? One of these teams that still has 2 people? Will it be anybody else? I don't know. But there's only one way to find out. One way to proceed, and that is to proceed. Are you ready? I hope so, because if you're not, you're doomed at this point. Live chat. Let's do it. We're gonna get to our top 10 probably when we click proceed. It's feeling like it's almost feast time as well. Let's go ahead and we'll see what unfolds. Night 2. Throughout the entire night, Mahiru tells Mai a bunch of useless fun facts. Kyoko signs a petition to change American football to Yeet Ball. Lot of respect. Kanon throws a party at her shelter with Mukuro, Lawrence, and Neku. The party turns sour when they all start arguing over what song should be blasting to the speakers. I think it's pretty obvious what should be blasting to the speakers. It should be Rebel Heart. It's a bop, a certified banger, and a darn good song. Great Gozu, stop it. Get some help. Yui buys every single version of Uno's from Avi's Wares and Despairs. Kizakura attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Celeste tends to her wounds. Despite Kaede's desperate begging, Ningguang decides to leave her campsite. Mitarai feels himself developing a crush for Leon, and Hifumi dies of dysentery, which means it is a new champ alert. I was gonna say nobody perished on this day, but then at the very end, we find ourselves in the midst of a new champ alert. Let's go ahead. Let's see who that new champ will be as we proceed day 3. Kaede tells a frustrated Mahiru to chill out. Mukuro doesn't believe in palindromes. Leon commits a crime and runs away giggling. The Great Gozu beats Ningguang with a chair. Not just any chair, a steel chair. And if that isn't perfectly adequate for a professional wrestler, I don't know what is. Mitarai catches Neku crawled up in a ball, rocking back and forth, sucking on his thumb. It seems like Neku's kind of lost it. Seems like he's lost it. Poor guy. Kanon is making Celeste angry. Kanon's not going to like Celeste when she's angry. She took out her own tag team partner. Who knows what she's going to do to you? My advertisers are found gone to Kizakura. Kizakura is impressed and he checks it out. Yui, Lawrence, and Kyoko receive report cards evaluating their performance this game. Yui gets an A. The Kirigiri Protection Agency, always getting these A's apparently. Lawrence gets a C, he's doing okay. And Kyoko gets a big fat F. But can she turn around that grade by winning the titles today? I don't know. We didn't lose but one, did we? Yeah, it's just the one. The new champ alert. And it's a sad, sad, sad moment for Hifumi. He was the one. He was the one. And that brings us down to... Oh, good question. Good question. It's a slower grind this time. 15, we are now finally at half. Half remain. At the halfway point, we still see Mai, Kyoko, Neku, all of the KPA, all of Kiss from a Rose. The friendly Fisticuffs still have the Great Gozu. Catowner's Paradise with Celeste. We still have all of Pawn Shop. We still have Mahiru from the Bob Squad. Shatter Machine completely around, and Kanon is all alone. Not much has changed, but we are halfway through. We'll proceed, and we will see what happens. Night 3 happens as Mahiru is killed by Yui before she can go to a planned meeting with the Great Gozu. Mahiru is down, and so is Leon, as Kizakura, the Mukuro and Mithra are always like, y'all wanna get together and murder somebody? And everyone else is like, yeah! This time it's Kizakura, Mai, and Neku all being like, yeah! Where in the world is Lawrence? I don't know. Where is he? But Kaede gets a hold of my soundboard and plays the secret achievement music. Oh, I do love it, even though sometimes it reminds me of the Monacups for stealing all of my money and giving me trash in boxes. Hey, well, you know what? Hey, Ningguang didn't get any presents. Curse you, Santa. Celeste accuses me of not being the real me. Celeste, it's the squad. You know me better than anyone. Kanon and Kyoko, hold hands. Hold hands. We lost just 2, but that brings us down to the feast, right? No, day 4, I'm shocked. Mukuro punches Kizakura right off of a cliff before screaming, "Punch Club! Forever!" Ningguang, Mitsurai, and Kyoko get report cards again. Ningguang gets an A this time. Mitsurai gets a C, and Kyoko's still not doing well this game apparently. She's failed 2 days. Celeste feigns death, but Kaede sees right through it and kills her. Catowner's Paradise is out of the game today. Yui thinks the Great Gozu is a total Scrooge. Oh, I don't think that. Kanon commits Sora. Lawrence practices archery. He's not an archer. Could be, though. Neku tells Mai that she is not a clown, but the entire circus. With that, we lost 4. And that brings us down to 11. Not yet your saving grace picks. This one's a much slower grind, as we had a saddest of all moments for Mahiru, Leon, Kizakura, Celeste. And I think everyone who got eliminated except for Celeste already still had someone left. Our final 11. Mai, Kyoko, Neku, Yui, all of Kiss from a Rose, the Great Gozu, all of Pawn Shop, Shatter Machine's Ningguang, and Kanon from the Womanagers still remain. Those are your final 10. 2 complete teams still around. 1 team will be victorious, maybe, maybe not. I'm always so uncertain now because this has been a season of ties. I'm halfway expecting one of these finales to end in a tie. I'm ready for it, honestly. I'm so ready for it. However, it's one more into your saving grace pick. That's not right. No, that is right. I was gonna say, it's likely that we're gonna skip Samurai Woman. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you thought that this time we'd see Samurai Woman, I'm afraid I've got some bad news. But hey, it's been a slow grind, so maybe we won't skip it. Maybe we won't. Let's proceed and see if we do. It is night 4. I just saw a bunch of people and I was like, who's gone? Mitsurai, Yui, and Lawrence enter a scrum debate with Mukuro, Kyoko, and Ningguang. They argue about who the best girl in Danganronpa is. Well, I think 2 of the people on this side would agree that it's Kyoko. Oddly enough. That's kind of funny. The Great Gozu uses all of his mana coins to buy out Avi's wares and despairs for the day. Thank you for the cashola. I needed to keep up with Yoko's items and misfortunes. Mai accidentally sticks her hand in the campfire that she made. Kaede tries to set up a trap. Unfortunately, she ends up trapping herself. Kanan spends the entire evening wrapping presents she made for the others. And Neku goes to the dog shelter and he lets all the dogs out, so it was Neku with his sykes letting all the dogs out. I can't believe that. I cannot believe it. However, you know what this means? We're still 11. Nobody's perished yet. But you know who will perish during this event that's going to happen when I click proceed? The feast. A couple of people will. A lot of people will. As the cornucopia is replenished with food, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's families, Mai sets off an explosive, killing Neku and Mukuro. Kyoko shoots an arrow into Mitarai set, and just like that, pawn shop is out in a moment's notice. Ningguang tries to convince Lawrence that their steamed hams are homemade. Ningguang gets away with it. The Great Gozu decides not to attend the feast. Kaede accidentally steps on a landmine, and Yui steals Kanan's motive and burns it right in front of her. We are down. I don't know who it's gonna be. It is Mai, Kyoko, Ningguang, Lawrence, the Great Gozu, Yui, and Kanon. Kanan, who will win? I don't know, but Kyoko's trapped in a box with a small device that can release a deadly poison every hour. Is she dead? Is she alive? We can only find out if we click proceed. That's mysterious. Did she survive? Mai feigns death, tricking the Great Gozu into ignoring her. Yui feigns death, but Lawrence actually sees right through it and takes out Yui. No more of the KPAs around. Kyoko's got to do it herself, but is she even alive? Ningguang discovers a cave, and Kanan is really feeling the holiday spirit. We gotta proceed. We gotta see that 5 are gone. Kyoko does survive. And we do hear finale Samurai Woman, if only for a brief moment in time. After this, saddest of all moments, 4. Neku, Mukuro, Mitarai, Kaede, Yui. You know, I was gonna say I'm so sad. Kiss from a Rose, they did so well, but they didn't quite make it. Lawrence is still around, so I'm doing just fine now. Because these are your final 6 teams. These are the 6 teams that are guaranteed a spot in the Season 10 premiere. That means Kiss from a Rose, even if they don't win, they get another shot. But that's neither here nor there. We have to actually go ahead and say it's time for your final 6. Time to make some new picks if you need them. You might need them. Most of you might need them. But you know who doesn't need them? Me, because let's make these Saving Grace picks. Here we are. We see Mai from Where's My Glove. It is her first season. Can she do this without Karumi? I don't know, but she survived enough to give them both another chance in Season 10. She's got the most KOs out of anyone who's still alive. Can Mai claim victory? Kyoko, 1 KO to her name, and boy has she not had a good game in terms of report cards. She's gotten 2 Fs, but winning this game, that'll turn that whole semester right into an A. Can she excel today? Kiss from a Rose. My picks. My rider dies. Lawrence remains. Can he prove to the lovely ladies that he is the one who can lead them to victory? The Great Gozu. We see the Great Gozu. He's the one. He's the only. He can be the one. He can be the one. He's won in tag team action before. He's held the titles before. Can he win again today? Ningguang. She has not had fantastic luck. Not at all. But today she's in the final 6. Today, she is the one who carries her team to get another chance. Ningguang. C6 Ningguang, in fact. Could she throw rocks at everyone who's left? And Kanan. Sweet Kanan of the Womanagers. She is now outlasting Leon. Will she go a little bit crazy because of that? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. It's your final 6. Who do you got left? Mai, Kyoko, Lawrence, Gozu, Ningguang, or Kanan. Make them first, second, and third, or in the comments, whatever you have to do to make them. Do it right now. Do it right here, right yonder. I'm gonna make them too. Give me, clearly, Lawrence for first. Kiss from a Rose. I have to. It would be a shame for me not to. They're my ride or dies. It's the season finale. I gotta have them. I gotta get them. Give me Ningguang for second. I love Ningguang. I do. She's C6. I went through a lot to get her to C6. You know what? If she wins, I'm okay with it. Shatter Machine, get her in there. Get her that title. She deserves it. And then give me Miss Mai. Miss Mai. Where's my glove? The team that during preseason everyone was like, where's my glove is brilliant. Where's my glove is the team that I wish I made the name for. As much as I even want to pick them for first, I gotta pick Kiss from a Rose, but give me Where's My Glove for third. Honestly, I'm fine with any of these teams. Kyoko, she can win a title. The Great Gozu, he could be a, what, 2-time tag team champ? Oh yeah. Kanon, boss would be champion. There's only good things that can happen here, but there can only be one outcome, and that outcome will be decided between these final 6. And lo and behold, first time we've heard it during finale season this season. There are but 6 left. And you know exactly what that means. 6 teams, 1 title. Mai, Kyoko, Lawrence, Gozu, Ningguang, Kanon. All of these competitors stand across the arena, staring each other down, hearts racing with the same intensity as that of a samurai woman. Who will win? Let's find out. Let's proceed. All these 6 teams will go on to the season 10 premiere, but we will see. Night 5 begins with Great Gozu, Great Gozu, Great Gozu, yes! Queen. Kanon, Lawrence, and Ningguang play a game of Monopoly. Kanon loses all of her properties and flips the game board over. Kyoko is drinking hot chocolate. It's so good that Kyoko doesn't stop until she dies from a sugar overdose. You hate to see it, but Kyoko does get another shot in that season 10 premiere. Mai fears Yuna. In fact, she fears all Asahinas. I don't know why you have a tendency to say that now. Do you know something that I don't know? Is Yuna or Hina about to like sneak into this finale? Are they about to sneak in together and be like, we're entering right now as a tag team? I would be afraid. Yeah, I would be too. We lost 1. It's your final 5. And as we go on, we see that Kanon pops a balloon just because she can. They are subsequently hunted down and murdered by the Balloon Protection Squad, huh? The Balloon Protection Squad, huh? I don't think anyone should support the Balloon Protection Squad. I don't think so. They murdered an innocent Kanon. You hate to see that. Lawrence asks Mai, do you think I'm some sort of clown? Mai shrugs, oh, maybe. The Great Goose tells Ningguang that Santa isn't real, but she doesn't believe it. She's like, where else would I have gotten all this Mora? Let's proceed. It's the final 4, but we have lost 2, and thus it is a terrible, terrible turnabout. 4. Kyoko, Kanon. And thus, 4 remain. 4 teams, and they are Shatter Machine, for Jotaro, who won the Rumble to get them here. Lawrence, Kiss from a Rose, for Kaede, who won them that match. And Noelle, who's waiting, hoping, with her big old claymore, that things will go out their way. Friendly Fisticuffs, the Great Gozu, for Kurumada, who perished far too soon. And then there's Mai, with 4 KOs to her name, for Where's My Glove. They started in their first match together in Season 9 with a victory. Can they end their last match together in Season 9 with a victory? I don't know, but it is your final 4, and we won't belabor this any longer. It is Mai, Lawrence, Gozu, and Ningguang, all kind of what we like to call a championship crisis of fate. Mai, Lawrence, Gozu, Ningguang. It could end when we click proceed. Will it? It might. Will it? It. Oh. Thought it did for a second. I thought everyone perished. Lawrence, Ningguang, Mai, and the Great Gozu all find a big red button. They all watch in horror as Lawrence presses that button. You've doomed us all, they say, expecting something bad to happen. However, all that happens is the horn bearers appear once again, and once again, they sound the horns. Excellent, horn bearers. It was nice to have you guys back, but we still got a crisis on our hands. We got a crisis of fate on our hands as we proceed. Nobody perished, but someone probably will this time. Oh my! Oh my! Oh my! Lawrence, you were so close. Come on, my guy. You were supposed to do it. You were supposed to. Baby, I compare you to a Christopher. It was supposed to be my moment. It was almost. Lawrence. But I can't be mad. Hey, hit me with the And so it ends here. Borrowing something from somebody that she might know, something from someone in you know, her neck of the woods. Ningguang tries to, explode some fish, places a bomb next to the river to explode some fish, but the blast catches Mai and the Great Gozu in it as well. And Lawrence is, as Lawrence does, thirsty. So thirsty, in fact, that he dies from thirst. Here we are. One woman stands tall. And we can proceed. And it will be a terrible turnabout for? Yeah, they still get a terrible turnabout. It's like, it wasn't during the night. They get a terrible turnabout. They sure do for. Mai, the Great Gozu. Lawrence, it was supposed to be you, my guy. It was supposed to be you. I was gonna grab the microphone and be like, baby, I can bear you to a kid. It was supposed to be you. However, I can't be too mad. I can't be too upset, because as we see everybody's statuses, only one woman remains, and she is absolutely fantastic. Shall we? They were the headliners today. And as we proceed, they don't just headline the finale match. They are your winners. Truly shattering the mold. The team that not only won the Retribution Rumble, thanks to Jotaro, but now are your new Danganronpa Hunger Games Tag Team Champions, Jotaro, the Retribution Rumble winner, Leon, the one and the only good luck charm for tag teams apparently, and the woman who won it all for them, the Queen of Mora, Miss Ningguang. Your new champions, Shatter Machine, take the win. And you can't stop them, apparently. Good job. Congratulations, Ningguang. I didn't expect Ningguang. I'll be completely fair. In my head, I was like, well, Ningguang's probably not gonna win this one. It'll probably be like Mai or... I thought it might have been the Great Gozu again. Yeah, I was in my heart of hearts. I was like, it's supposed to be Lawrence though. Lawrence is gonna win this one. I'm gonna be like, baby, I compare you to a kiss. He didn't do it though. He was second. He was second. He sure was second, wasn't he? Lawrence, it was supposed to be you. But hey, you know what? That's fine. It would have hurt me even more if Noelle were here and it was like a battle between Ningguang and Noelle. I'd be like, oh, my Geo girls are fighting. No! Ningguang comes out on top for the new Tag Team Champions, Jotaro, 2-time tag team champion Jotaro. Leon finally has some gold. And then Ningguang. So far, a Genshin character has held the Pancake Championship, the Tag Team Championships. Some way, somehow, maybe they'll come out and hold a singles championship. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. The Champion of Champions title will be on the line tomorrow. However, let's go through everyone who's here. Lawrence, 2nd place. The Great Gozu, 3rd. From Where's My Glove had 4th. That team's probably coming back. It's such a good name. Yeah, everyone, I think the world admits that it's such a good name. Kanon from the Womanagers in 5th. And lastly, Kyoko in 6th. Those are your top 6 teams. Peaceful Protest, the Womanagers, Where's My Glove, Friendly Fisticuffs, Kiss from a Rose, and Shatter Machine all come back for that Season 10 premiere. Who will start off Season 10 as the champions and be forced to show down with the new Agents of Chaos, which will be decided in preseason? I don't know. Yui in 7th just missed out on the Kirigiri Protection Agency. It's also kind of funny that as soon as the final member of the Kirigiri Protection Agency goes down, Kyoko goes down. It's like they were actually secretly protecting her, and the second that they were gone, Kyoko was gone. Kaede in 8th, Mitarai 9th, and Mukuro rounding off your top 10. Congratulations to him. All the way down to Poor To Be Me. And and that's RNG. That's RNG. It's like total opposites. Your fan vote. Like, compare your fan vote in OC action to your fan vote in tag team action. It's like night and day, you guys. But once again, Shatter Machine, congratulations. The way that they started to perform towards the end of the end of the season, winning the Rumble, coming here, they deserved it. But we'll proceed, and we will see. It started with Neku taking out Naoto, and then also Tengen taking out Chihiro. Poor To Be Me. I really do feel for them. I do feel for them. Poor To Be Me. Will they be together next season? I'm not even sure. I'm not sure. Maybe though. Maybe. Perhaps. And it ended with Ningguang embracing her inner Klee, taking out Mai and the Great Gozu. And Lauren saw her do it in such grace and poise and grace, and Lawrence was like, oh yes, it's so good, it's so delightful, and then he's so thirsty about it, and he dies from thirst. Ningguang, champion. Jotaro, 2-time tag team champion. And lastly, but certainly not least, Leon, champion. We'll proceed. Leon, the man who took outside, because a lot of respect for that guy, a lot of respect. Mai with 4 KOs, Mukuro and Tengen both with 3, Kizakura, Lawrence, Mitarai, Neku, and the champion Ningguang with 2. Everyone else with 1 or less. And those are your top 6 teams, and we already said it, but we'll say it one more again. They will be going on to that Season 10 premiere. Who will potentially dethrone the Shatter Machine, unless they happen to win again. I don't know. It's been a good season for Jotaro and the Warriors of Hope. It has. It really has. But will a Warrior of Hope also win tomorrow? It's a big possibility, actually. I think there's 3 of them in 3 tomorrow. 3. Kotoko's there, and Nagisa and Monaco are both there. Perhaps. We'll have to wait, and we'll have to see. We will go back to the reaping and once again say congratulations to the Shatter Machine. New champs. New champ alert. And it all ended in a single day, and that's kind of what I expected. Went to it went the classic 7 days this time, instead of like OC action when it lasted freaking 3 days. That's nuts. But I'm gonna cut this because this one's actually going a little long. Way longer than the OC one. Way longer than the OC one. Toodaloo. Flight crew. Thanks for watching, and one last time, Jotaro, Leon, Ningguang walk out as the last champions of 2021. They walk out of the Year of the Ascent as the Tag Team Champions. Toodaloo, Flight crew. Thanks for watching.